You can find us in the classrooms and hallways of our schools, in the State House lobbying giving testimony, or in our offices planning our next steps. In the Providence Student Union, we the students decide what happens next. So how do we work? In order to understand who we are, you need to start at our base. The base is the group of students with whom we build up support for our work. Every day, every week, PSU students and staff are out at lunches, advisories, in front of schools, at pep rallies, and more to spread the word about PSU and ask students to commit to supporting our work. In these conversations, we explain what PSU does, and we ask students about their concerns. Those who are interested sign up and are added to our base building list. By base building, at least 8 high schools and even a few middle schools across Providence, we have received support and contact information from over 1,400 students. These conversations with the base are so important. During outreach, we get to find out what really bothers students about their schools and what they want to see changed. From these conversations and others had in chapter meetings, student leaders in PSU can better know the general opinion of students across the city and have a sense of what issues and challenges students face. If a certain challenge or theme keeps coming up, the students in our leadership team will discuss it, research further into the issue, and perhaps vote to turn the issue into a PSU campaign. In this way, students listen to the grassroots to decide which campaigns the organization will work on. Then, if we need to demonstrate our strength, we call on our base to support us during big actions. One goal is to convert students in our base into what we call members. Members are students in our base who have demonstrated that they are invested in PSU by attending meetings, either in their school chapters or one of our various teams. Chapters are the individual PSU groups in each of the 7 schools we are organized in right now. Members at these schools will meet up at least once a week to discuss school-specific issues and build their leadership skills. It is the work of organizers and student leaders to encourage students to become members. Members receive a membership card, discounts on PSU apparel, voting power within their chapters, the ability to apply to various paid PSU positions, the chance to attend conferences and workshops, and more. Chapter meetings are also important because they are where students choose their delegates. Each chapter gets to choose 2 delegates from among themselves to represent their school at PSU citywide meetings. This can be done in different ways, depending on how the chapter wants to choose their representatives. Some elect by vote, others choose by consensus, and still others through an interview process. No matter the process, delegates then become the lead facilitators and organizers for their chapter. They help organize and run meetings at their school and are responsible for making sure members stay active and engaged. Delegates also represent their chapters in the citywide leadership team. This team consists of all delegates within PSU and meets weekly to discuss issues and make decisions for the organization. The citywide leadership team has a lot of responsibility. For instance, they vote on what campaign PSU will focus on and manage our campaign plans. They have oversight of PSU's budget and are solely responsible for hiring new staff members. They also make important decisions about how the organization represents itself. For instance, CLT can choose for PSU to join coalitions or endorse campaigns by partner organizations. So what is the role of staff? PSU staff provide guidance on important issues and support young people at each of our levels of leadership, from the base all the way up to the various leadership positions offered. Staff coordinate programming, like our summer program, and help facilitate chapter meetings until members and delegates feel comfortable with doing so on their own. In this way, staff play the role of mentor for many leaders and members in the union. Through one-to-ones and discussions, staff mentor students as they organize campaigns, facilitate difficult activities or conversations, and even as students learn how to become mentors themselves to younger students. This is why PSU is youth-led. Staff's primary role is to help students to run PSU effectively from top to bottom.